Hello everyone. Okay, so just did the video for this card and I needed to make an envelope for the card to go in, and this is what I came up with. So this is the front. Obviously my neighbor's son's name is Tom, so I made this for him. Alright, and this is the back of the envelope, and how cute is that? That's pretty cute, right? So I'm excited to show you how I did this. I'm going to change it a little bit because I don't have the polka dot paper anymore. This is the Neutrals DSP Stack, and I ran out of the polka dots, but I have everything else. I'm just going to use the Quarter Fancy, whatever they call it. I can't remember, but this is the specific DSP I'm using right now. And this as well. So this one is in Early Espresso. Again, it's the Neutrals DSP Stack. Okay, so this is cut at 8 1/8 by 8 1/8, and then you're also going to use a piece of basic black, and this I'm going to do the chevron for that, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I actually forgot to show you the inside of the envelope. It's like that. So I'm making an insert for the envelope, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a moment. Alright, so you're going to take your handy dandy, love it so much, envelope punch board, and I went the envelope size up from the regular size you would go to for an A2 card, the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, because this is a little bit thicker with everything, so I wanted it to be a little bit bigger. And even with this one, it's still a little snug, but it'll work. Okay, so you're going to line this corner up to the 3 3/4 inch mark. Give it a punch. Squirt. Squirt it. This is not meant for right-handed people, I swear. Oh my goodness, here we go. So I've made a nice little couple of marks right there. Alright, spin it around. Line that square up to the doohickey. Score and punch, or punch and score, whichever way you want to do it. And then I'm going to corner round the corners. So you're going to take one corner of your 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece, and you're going to line it up. See if you can see that. Right to the edge, right there. And you're going to punch it and score it. You know. Right, for those of you it'll be easier, right-handed. Alright, and then you're going to take your card and flip it over and spin it just a little. And line it up again like that. And punch it. So it looks like that. Alright, so these notches will go perfectly. And you're going to corner around that top corner. And you're done with your handy dandy, oh so love it so much envelope punch board. Okay. Now, what I like to do is fold this first, and you're going to want the chevron on the inside so it'll fit like that. Alright, and what you're going to do is fold it, but you're not going to insert it just yet. Actually, it'll be like that. Alright, so when you put it in, it's going to be like that. And you'll see why in a moment. Alright, so we're going to use this awesome chevron border punch. Alright, so you're going to take your punch, and you're going to pick a flap, whichever flap, and you want to line the top of the flap up to this chevron right here, to this part. So I'm going to bring it in closer and show you again, and then I'm going to show you what I mean exactly. So you're going to line the top of your, whichever flap you want to be your closing flap, you're going to line this little round part. All right, so you're going to line it up on the right side to this bottom corner right here, like this. Okay, see how that is? And you'll punch it. And then you're going to flip it over, and you're going to line that other corner right up to that same point like I did before. And punch it. That way your chevrons are almost perfectly lined up. You see how cool that is? And then when you keep these, don't toss them yet. So then when you take your envelope liner and you line it up, it's going to look like that on the inside. And you can see there's a little bit of a border. And then it's going to look like that on the outside. How cool is that? Okay, so then you want to put, I do the liner first because I prefer not to struggle with it closed. So I'm going to take the liner and I'm going to put adhesive on the bottom edge first. And line it up as best you can. I like to do it this way so I can see. So I'm sorry I'm blocking you guys a little bit, but I kind of need to be able to see what I'm doing. Alright, so it's in there, and I'm going to fold it over and adhere it down, just like that. Alright, and I also like to put a little bit of adhesive on the inside as well. And there you go. Now you've got your insert. How cute is that? Alright, I'm going to close my envelope up now. So that's the outside. And if you want, I did the same thing with the bicycle where I put a strip of the washi tape, the bicycle washi tape on a piece of basic black and punched it out using the 3/4 inch circle punch. And then I just put a dimensional on the back of it and put it on the little tip of the flap. But I'm not going to show you that right now because I've shown you how to do that already in this card, how to make this using this card. So just revert to that video and you'll see how to do it, or figure out your own little embellishment. You can do a brad or punch art, anyway, anything you want. You can do that or just leave it blank. Alright, so now for the front, I took some of my chevrons and I'm going to use the actual chevrons. I'm just going to use 3, or you can use more. So if you have a shorter name or a longer name, use more or less, whatever, to point to like I did for Tom's envelope. Alright, and I like to use my silicone mat and some adhesive because it prevents the adhesive from sticking everywhere. Oops. Do not adhere the wrong side. Do not put adhesive on the wrong side. Cool beans. That's it. Then you'll just, to make the name, I used my Morning Post alphabet stamp set. I used the T, the O, and the M. And I just took a piece of Whisper White. I put it on one block, like this, inked it up in the Stays On, stamped it down on the strip of Whisper White, and then just trimmed it to the size I wanted it to be, like that. And then I backed it using another piece of the basic black Neutrals DSP Stack. And I don't know how well you're seeing that on camera. Okay, see it's back behind that. And I just made it 1/8 of an inch on both sides. So 1/8 of an inch longer here and 1/8 of an inch longer this way to accommodate for the size of the Tom piece. So that's it. Kind of cute, right? I love this idea. I just love having something a little special on the background. And that's it. I hope you all enjoy it. Until next time, happy stamping!